Hello, friends and followers, and welcome to another tea time. Wow, has it been a while since we got to sit and chat together. I'm gonna say it right now. I apologize. I say it all the time. But I want to do a recap, really, of the past, really 6 months, I guess. Just talking to you about what's been going on, what's to come, and just keep you posted on what's been going on with my life, all the good things. So where to begin? So much has been going on in the writing world involving my work. This right here is only a small fraction of some of my publications that have come out in the last few months. It's been phenomenal. I've got so much to update with my writing, and I definitely am going to focus more on other videos going more in depth about my writing and just what's to come, because there's a lot of really awesome news that I can't wait to share with you all. But I guess my big news update, some of you may know just by looking, I am back where I was in previous videos years ago. I'm clearly not in the house I was last in, and I'm gonna update you on that. So I moved back to New York just a few months ago with my girlfriend and her daughter, and it's a very temporary thing. We're just staying here for the time being. Most of what's here is just really my books that I wanted to display kind of for a background, but most of the rest of this room, aside from the bed and my desk where I do my work, is bare, and our stuff is in storage still from Kansas City, because the best news that I have to share with you all is I am soon going to be a homeowner. I've finally been able to buy a house, no more renting for me. It's very exciting. I've been working very hard with my lawyer and my bank and my agent and finding the right home for me, and the closing is just in a few weeks. So I wanted to make this video here just to kind of lead into that before I get to show you my new home that I'm very proud to say I will be owning and be living in probably for a very long time. It is absolutely beautiful. It's literally my dream home. It's a stone house, 3 floors, a huge front porch, like double living rooms and big dining room, a huge basement. It's everything that I've ever dreamed of. Beautiful stained glass upstairs, and I am so excited to share this house with you guys, and I cannot wait to move in. But we're just going through the final steps of the process, and I'm just waiting on essentially the closing date, and I'll be getting moved in. So it's going to be a very, very busy few weeks ahead. It's been a very busy last month, really, with the whole process, but it's going to be busy again going forward. So that's why I'm dropping in. That's why I'm doing this video now, because I know I'm not going to be able to probably for a while until I get moved into my new home. The next bit of business I guess I'm going to talk about is my writing. So like I said, things are going amazingly well. Like, again, if you watch my Tea Times and my Precious Publication series, you'll have known that there's been a lot of writing related stuff going on for me in the last 2 years. And I swear every time I post, it's something bigger and better. But I'm being honest here that over the last 2 years, my career has taken off. And I can't thank everyone enough for that. I know it's the support of my editors, my publishers, but more importantly, you in the community, the readers, people that just follow and support me, even if you don't read my stuff, but you share the links, you share interview articles with me, you know, you're out there promoting my stuff, and I can't thank all of you enough. So kicking it off, I'm just gonna start with some of the stuff I've been doing writing related this year. The really big thing is events. Honestly, I think the majority of it is because everything had shut down since 2020, and there really weren't a lot of events happening. But the last few months, honestly since April, I have been booked for events for my writing. I've been to a ton of local shows in my town. I have been at various Comic-Cons. Most recently, this one here, Electric City Comic-Con. It was hosted by the Schenectady Public Library. I've always loved attending that show, just as an attendee, but I was very honored this year to be accepted as a guest, and I got to go and I got to sign books. I got to do an interview, and it was really cool. It was really cool, and I can't thank everybody enough, the staff, the volunteers, for how wonderful that they were, and I hope to be back again next year. But that's only one of many events that I've been to so far this year, and I have quite a few coming up again. This month, thankfully, I have a break. August, I have a break because I'm going to be moving into my new home, and I'm going to need a lot of time getting everything moved and getting situated and adjusted and whatnot. But September, I've got events back to back again. In October, I've got some really big ones, including a book signing in Salem, Massachusetts, that I'm very excited for. As you can clearly see, I love Salem. I go quite a few times a year, and I'm really thrilled that I'm going to be able to be set up there during the Halloween season and promote some of my books. Another really big convention, it's not until next year, but that I am floored that I was able to snag a table for, is AuthorCon in Williamsburg, Virginia. So that is the end of March next year, and I will be attending that as well. So I need to stock up on books. I have been selling out of books left and right at events. Albany Comic-Con I was set up at a few weeks ago, brought over 30 books, all of them sold by the end of the show. I literally had to get up and go over to a table where somebody had a few of my books in stock and get them from that person to bring over to my table to sell, because I literally ran out of inventory. Like, it has been insane. This year has been crazy with my writing and my career, and I'm so grateful. Like, I have never expected this, and like I've always said, and it's only going to go up from here. And now on to my writing, just stuff in general. I missed a lot of milestones over here in my Tea Talk. I have missed a lot. The last I updated you guys was my 100th publication, and that was probably over a year ago. I hit my 100th. Absolutely, like, the best feeling in the world, hitting 100 publications, knowing that 100 different publishers and editors have wanted your work, that let alone I've written 100 pieces. Didn't get to celebrate because of the virus, and I didn't get to update anymore from there. But just a few months ago, I had hit my 200th publication. I have reached, okay, like, let's think about this for a minute. I had been writing for 15 years and was thrilled by my 100th publication last year. 15 years. In a year's time, I have doubled that. I have written over 100 more pieces this past year that have been accepted. And I can't believe it. I hit my 200th milestone, and my friends, because the world opened up again and we could go out and do some things, my friends actually took me out to dinner to celebrate. We went to a very fancy restaurant, and it was really wonderful, and I can't thank them enough. My girlfriend was the one who spearheaded it and was like, hey, let's go out, let's do this. And it was really good. We had a really, really good fancy dinner, and it was the best way to celebrate. And in a way, we all celebrated each other. I celebrated my 200th. She had hit her 100th, so we celebrated her. My other friend had just started submitting work to publishers, was taking a leap into the industry. We celebrated her. And my other friend, he had just gotten another piece published himself, so we were celebrating him. And to me, that's the best kind of writing community you can put yourself into. And the best kind of friends that you can have are those that support you and that support each other. And that's what I love about my friend group. And that's what I love about the writing community that I have become a part of. We all support each other. And every victory, no matter how small, is celebrated. So we all got to go out and have a very nice dinner, and It was a lot of fun, and hopefully when I hit my 300th, we can do it again. That may actually not be that far away, because my next update I was going to mention is I'm only 5 publications away from my 250th publication. So I know I said about 100 in a year, but it's more like 150 in a year. So am I going to hit 300 by the end of the year? I might. I've got a lot of submissions out there. I've got a lot more stuff that I'm working on and writing, and I know once I get moved into my new home that I'm going to be writing nonstop, because I have a beautiful office room again, like I did in my house in Kansas City, and I can't wait to just deck it out and be able to use it as a space for writing and a place to go and dedicate to my work, because to me that's how I've been able to write the most and be the most productive, is having a dedicated space to work on my writing and treat it as a job, because at the end of the day that's kind of what it is. And at this point in my life, I proudly can say yes, writing has become my career, and not a lot of people get to say that. And the last thing with my writing that I'm really excited that I want to share over here is that there is a special project in the works featuring one of my stories. For those of you who may know my story, The Hunger, it was my best-selling short story. I think I talked about this many times here on the channel, but I get to talk about it again, and I'm really excited that I get to talk about it again. So initially it was a short story. It was bought by Alban Lake Publishing. It was released as an ebook. This was probably 2-3 years ago now. It became a bestseller through them, and they ended up selling it again for an audiobook deal. So an audiobook was created for this story, and it was read by Bill Otto, who absolutely phenomenal. I love his work, and to this day we still listen to the audio reading that he did every Halloween, because I always do my 31 days of Halloween, reading scary stories, watching scary movies, and we always like to kind of sit around and read some of our stories to each other, and it's a lot of fun. But I always like to play Bill Otto's rendition of my story, The Hunger, on Halloween. So that was exciting. Then it was reprinted again in Black Ink Fiction's Legends of Night book, which was its first in-print release, which was very exciting. And from there, it released in Shriek, which was a compilation graphic novel from local comic artists of the Hudson Valley. And it was released there as a piece of literature with an accompanying piece of art. The editor and artists of Shriek loved this story so much that my big news that I get to share with you today is my story, The Hunger, is now being turned into a graphic novel. So that is my big exciting announcement, really, for the year so far. But I'm very excited. That's what I've been looking forward to the most this year, obviously, aside from moving into my house and going through that process. But that, for me, in the writing industry for this year has been the most exciting. I got to see the splash page for the story. It is phenomenal, and I cannot wait for the rest of it. I've seen the storyboards. I know like what the layout looks like and what the overall finished product is going to kind of look like, but I cannot wait to see the finished art all come together, because it's phenomenal and I love this story. Like I said, it's the story that kind of my career took off from, so to speak. It opened doors to a lot of opportunities, and I'm really excited, and I cannot wait to share more information with all of you. So yeah, that's pretty much my wrap up for my tea time today. Not a whole lot of updates, because things have just been same old, same old. I've been writing, I've been packing, because like I said, we moved a whole house from Kansas City back here to New York, and we're going to be moving in a few weeks again into my permanent house, which I'm very excited for. And you know, that whole process has been crazy. I don't know anybody going through the process of owning a house. It's insane. The process is crazy, but it's paying off, and I'm very proud to say that, you know, in a few weeks, I'm going to be a homeowner. So it's very exciting. And just all of the literary accomplishments and events and things upcoming in my writing career. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. But I wanted to update, I wanted to say hello, and check in and let you know, I'm doing okay. I'm doing great. But yeah, I wanted to let you know where I've been, because it's been a while. On another note, before I go, talking about channels and things like that, I've been doing this for a while, but I'm working on it more. I'm kind of rebranding the channel again. I know we've tried a few different things, but I really want to get back to my channel being focused on writing, because that's where my career is. That's what makes me happy is, and where my passion in life lies. And I think that's where I really want to focus the most. Obviously, I'll have vlogs here and there, if we go out again to places that are really cool, like when we went to the Iowa State Fair and we went to Crypticon. I'll do vlogs. I'm definitely gonna vlog in my new home once I get moved in. But I want to focus more on having tea time, sit down to talk with you. I want to do more precious publications. I have so many to talk about that I haven't got to talk about. I want to do more writing tips. I want to do nightmares in publishing, because I started doing that on TikTok. People really liked it, but it was limited to like 3 minutes, and to me 3 minutes wasn't really helping about some things that I really needed to go more in depth with. So publishing nightmares, both from an author and publisher standpoint, all that fun stuff. So a little bit of a rebrand of the channel. You're going to see some things moving around here and there. I've been moving stuff around for really the last month, but everything's going to kind of move around and get cleaned up to be what this channel originally was meant to be, and get it back to its roots. So if you see some things moving around, don't worry. I will be here. I will be making more content and making it more about what, like I said, this channel was always meant to be. Thank you guys for stopping in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for all of your support that you've always had, and it means so much to me. I hope you're all staying safe, healthy, well. I hope your last few months have been wonderful, and I hope to see you soon in another video once I get moved into my house. So I'll see you guys soon.